Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Well, today I want to give you an update on how I'm doing. But first, can I give you a little bit of a backstory? And that's punny for a reason, and I'll tell you why later. But so when I came back from a month of traveling back just at the end of 2019, that was a lot. Being away a full month, it was hard on me physically and, emotionally, it was a lot to be away that long. And anyway, so I came back and I heard clearly that I needed to take care of myself. Long story short, here I am. I finally made me a priority, knowing that my health is important. So I've been going back working out, priding myself in making healthier choices and all those things, right? And so you've followed me in my, going back to rehabilitation, and it's been going really well. And you've probably seen me shed a few tears. And probably about a month or so ago now, I did tell you that I needed to take a minute because, I wasn't doing so well, and I had a little bit of neck pain and stuff. And so I wanted to honor my body to be able to rest a little bit. So I did. And massage after massage, and still wasn't getting ready. So I thought I would need a little bit more rest. And so I did listen to my body again, took some extra time and resting. Felt like I was doing pretty good. And I actually have a little video that I'm going to show you about when I went back, and how it was really cool to see how even when you rest, that your body may not be able to give as much, but you still don't lose anything, if that makes any sense. So actually taking rest is actually beneficial to you. But in the past, I'm like, when I thought I was giving up or want to give up when it hurts, it's like listening to your body to know when you need to rest even longer. So here I am, almost a month later, and my back is not only, it started to get better, but now I have pain in another area of my back. So I'm like, what's going on? Anyway, so the neat thing is that just before all this back issue, I was actually having really good progress, really good momentum. I was feeling stronger, more energized, more endurance. And here we are almost a month later, and I'm not back at full strength yet. And so, I called up Ryu and say, hey, listen, this is how I'm feeling and whatever. And so they really supported me. And, I even talked about the fact that, listen, even what you're doing, physically active, that's important, but also how you're treating your body with what you're eating and all those things. And this has always been a challenging journey for me, right? So trying to find a balance of how much I'm working out versus how much I'm resting, how much I'm eating. And I feel like I've been doing good. But here I am a month later, and I'm still not bounced back. So I'm taking a little bit more of a break. But instead of being intentional, I know I got to stay active. That's the thing. But if you're in pain, even just sitting here, then you can't push through that, right? There's a difference in getting to know my body. So I'm going to take that time and be more intentional with my eating and health routine, right? And so here's the thing. Has it been discouraging? Yes. I did cry a few tears last night when I'm just like, what? 10 steps, 20 steps forward and 50 steps backwards, but they're not backwards. And that is backwards thinking, that I'm realizing that any time you take time to adjust, because you can't keep pushing forward if something's off or out of alignment. So, I'm going to do the right thing. I made an appointment with my doctor. I'm going to see what she says. Maybe get some x-ray, see what's going on, see if there's something else at work, right? So anyway, so I wanted to share this update because How many times have we tried to keep pushing forward and get knocked down, or try to keep going, do what you do, and you get knocked down? Like, I get it. But the beauty is understanding that taking the time you need to rest, and it might not even be because you got a physical pain. You might have internal struggle. You might have something like mentally that, it's just a lot. Please take the extra time that you need, because here's the beauty, that when you do take the time you need to build the foundation of what you need, and I'm still work in progress. This is something I'm still figuring out as I go, learning as I go. But the growth I've seen in me is that I'm not feeling guilty right now for the fact of the decision that I have to make. So all next week, there will be no physio. And I don't know if there'll be any the next week after that. Until I can figure out what's going on inside my body, right? Anyway, that was a lot of insight or talking. But I hope that you see that stopping to take care of you is not only beneficial, it's detrimental to you and your health. And I can understand that, like, even say if it means that I might not be able to do X, Y, and Z. You might feel that, like, oh, if I take time for me, that means that somebody else won't be inspired by what I had to say today. Can I tell you that if you don't take care of you, it doesn't matter who else you inspire if you lose you, right? And so that's a huge lesson as a leader myself. I was like, and I don't want to live a life on this side of the camera that I can't be authentically real on that side of the camera. And so when I'm digging out what I'm sharing with you or what I'm talking about with you guys is something that I'm digging out and living for myself, I will never, God forgive me if I ever want to challenge you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. And I pray that anybody that's influencing anybody else to do stuff can come and look at my life and say, listen, I might not be perfect, but the way Vianne is on this side of the camera is the same way she's on the other side. And that's, I think, the most real, authentic message that I could ever speak. And anything that I do in the studio, wherever you see me, I want it to be the same. And so that's another reason why I would share this part of the journey, because this is a part of the journey of growth. That these are very real struggles that I'm pushing through, that affects me emotionally, spiritually. But if I don't let go of that weight, God says, strip off every weight that slows you down. And right now it seems like this is wearing me down and, like it's a negative thing. It's not fun, but if I don't release myself of the burden that this needs to happen, then I will not be okay. And so that's sometimes the biggest struggle, letting go of those expectations of yourself and know that take care of yourself and you will be able to be more authentically real to take care of other people that depend on you. And I think the biggest thing that you can do for people who depend on you is for them to see you in your realness and authenticity, your authentic self, right? So anyway, that's my little rant for today, or my encouragement. And so shout out to Ryu. Thank you for you guys. There's such great support. Thank you for, just anybody who's in my corner right now. I know there's a lot of people in my corner, but the people, that I cry to, and I even cry to you guys. So what am I saying? But anyway, I just appreciate other people who are trying to be real and trying to do it. And trust me, we all have days we want to give up. Keep going. Why is this? Why do we bother? Well, we bother because we matter. We're in this and we need to push forward. But pushing forward in a way that for things that matter. And you matter. I matter. My health matters. And if I don't take care of me, then what I do really don't matter, right? Anyway, so I will just leave you with that, and I will get back to drinking my cup of tea and just say, have a wonderful, blessed day, and take care of yourself and each other.